How's it going, guys? Welcome to another one of these quick little videos. Today we're going to talk about losing fat and why so many people struggle to lose fat. The first thing is shiny object syndrome, okay? This is an absolute bastard, and this happens in loads of stuff now, like this day and age where like information's everywhere, social media, but in the context of fat loss, I mean, in a sense that you might be doing a Joe Wicks Lean and 15 plan. You do it for a bit, and then you see about the Cambridge diet, so then you go and do that for a bit, and then you hear about counting your macros, and then you go and do that. But then you hear about paleo and think that's a great idea. All of these things, all of these ways of losing fat, all these ways of getting fit, they all work within reason, right? And the thing you need to understand is there's not just one way of getting kind of I compare it to like from getting from 1 to 100 or 0 to 100, okay? So there's a multitude of ways I can get from 0 to 100. I can have 2 times 50, I can have 10 times 10, I can go 1 plus 99. The same kind of thing goes for fat loss, okay? In that there is no one golden way to make it happen. There's loads of different methods of getting there, but you've got to find a method that works best for you, the way that you enjoy the most. So yeah, try different things, but you need to give each thing a long enough go to see if it's the right way for you and if it's going to make it happen or not. You can't be flitting from things like week in, week out, okay? The next thing, if I refer to my little notes, you overcomplicate stuff, okay? Fat loss isn't complicated, but just because something isn't complicated, it doesn't mean it's not difficult, okay? Where losing fat's concerned, sometimes I think people overcomplicate stuff because then it makes them feel better about not being able to do it, because they go, oh, well, that makes no sense, that's complicated, no wonder I can't do it. Fat loss is not complicated. It's as complicated as you want to make it. It comes down largely to calorie balance, what goes in versus what goes out. And there's lots of other factors surrounding that, but that's your kind of like, that's where it all starts from. Calories in versus calories out. And how you want to play the game is up to you. But it's not overcomplicated. It is difficult, but it's not overcomplicated. The third thing, expecting pills and potions to be the answer. Now, I categorically promise you that you will not pick up a tub or a little fucking thing of powder that's ever going to be your absolute solution and the reason for you losing fat and getting the physique and the health that you want to have and keeping it for the long term. I promise you that. Can these things have a little bit of a minor influence? Of course they can. But are they the ultimate answer? Fucking hell no. So stop having that expectation of finding something in Holland and Barrett or online that's going to be the miracle, because it's not. It's not. It doesn't exist. The next thing, lack of patience. Okay, this is a big one. The best way I can get this point across is it might be you, or think of anyone that's got a lot of fat to lose. We're talking 50, 60 pounds of fat maybe, or even if it's a bit less, even if it's just a stone. You did not wake up and just go, oh my God, I've put on a stone, or I've put on 3 overnight, or even over the course of a week. It doesn't happen like that. Not in the general population. So with that in mind, do not expect fat to just drop off and your physique to drastically transform in a week, 10 days, even a few weeks. Fat loss isn't a quick process, gaining it nor losing it. So don't get suckered into what you might see on social media and transformation stuff too much. Like, I mean, I'm guilty of putting up transformations in my clients, but quite often I don't like to talk too much about the time frame because it's all very like relevant to the person and what they're trying to do and where they've started from. but the best thing I can say is like, just be patient. Accept that you're in this for the long game, not just to get to where you want to get to, but the even longer game of getting where you want to get to and then staying there, if not getting better and better, okay? The last thing I want to talk about is people, and why people are also bastards, okay? And I would say this with the best will in the world, but there's a lot of people out there that don't want you to succeed, okay? Especially where fat loss is concerned. Fat Debbie downstairs in the office, who brings in cakes every Friday. Fat Debbie brings the cakes in and gets people like you to eat the cakes because it makes Fat Debbie feel better when she goes home that night and fills her face. And really she doesn't feel good about it, and she wishes she could do something about it. But it's easier for her to have an influence on the people around her, make you eat the cakes, and then that gives her, that's her kind of like short-term, oh, it's okay, right? But if you come in with a salad or any kind of stereotypical healthy food, turn down Debbie's cakes, Debbie is pissed. Debbie is gonna ask you what you're doing and why are you eating that weird rabbit food, and alienate you. That's how it's going to make you feel, and that doesn't make you feel good. That office dynamic happens a lot. I'm using Fat Debbie as a bit of a metaphor or an example or whatever. It could be anyone, like, but I see this happen a lot with both guys and girls. With guys, sometimes it's around drinking quite a lot. And if you're saying, no, I'm not going to drink, I'm trying to do this, this and this, then they get treated the same way. You get that alienation. On the opposite end, there's positive people out there. There's people that share the goals that you've got and are motivated just like you are. And it's important you get around these people. This is why I like things like, controversially, I like things like Weight Watchers and Slimming World, because it brings people together who have a common goal and they help each other. And that's what it's all about. You've got to put yourself around people that are a positive influence and are going to make a positive impact on what you're trying to do. And I mean, I'm talking about where fat loss is concerned, but this goes for business, this goes for relationships, family, like all the good major shit in life. Get around good people and good shit will happen. It doesn't matter if you're stupid, if you're really, really smart. None of us, me or you, can really fight that, what's the word? Don't know, but can't fight the fact that we are going to be influenced by the people we spend our time with. So pick those people very carefully. Keep your circle tight and strong. And yeah, a bit of an overarching rant, that one, but you get what I mean. Be around good people. Don't let knobheads in, because the knobheads will take you down and pull you down with them. And normally it's from a place of they don't feel good about themselves, so they don't want you to feel good either. Okay? There we go. That's 5 big things. Think about them. Is there anything there that's familiar to you? Anything maybe you've gone through or are going through? If you've got any questions about any of it, drop me a message or comment, do all the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.